going on, guys? Good morning, good morning. I don't know when you guys woke up, but I'm pretty much fresh out of bed. I just woke up, ate some breakfast, but now we are here. We have 2 videos in the early window, then I gotta go work on some homework, probably get going on my shows. We're gonna try to stream as much 2K as we can tonight, so pop out at GZTV Live on Twitch, all lowercase. We're trying to get Pink Diamond, OG, and Anobi by the end of the weekend. That's kind of our goal. Let me move over here. Okay, we're good. Alright. We got Dexter. We have the 5th episode, Turning Biminese. We're going to be watching the next Walking Dead episode today. So again, we just keep alternating, and obviously I'm watching Breaking Bad in the background to catch up with Better Call Saul. But Rita undergoes an ultrasound exam as Dexter muses about hoping to start a life rather than ending one. So yeah, he's actually kind of starting to embrace being a father, kind of reflect on what it's going to be like, anticipation. While they're playing golf, Miguel asks Dexter if he can see the picture of the baby. He knows that Dexter has it with him. It's obviously like a special thing about being a father for the first time. Obviously, Miguel has never experienced that, so deep down Miguel's pretty damn jealous. But Dexter and Miguel join their significant others for lunch at Miguel's country club. So these 2 families have kind of been bonding with each other, obviously with Dexter and Miguel working hand to hand together in the law enforcement. But, yeah, they're getting to know each other. They have a bunch of family gatherings and stuff, so it's really nice to see Dexter genuinely have a guy that cares about him despite what he does, because we know that Miguel is catching on. We know it. We know Miguel knows exactly what Dexter is doing. Dexter returns to home that night to look up Miguel's wife killer, Ethan Turner. So Ethan Turner, he's trying to get some revenge for killing Miguel's ex-wife, apparently. Or no, his wife killer in the case. It's all kind of confusing. I don't know why. I was watching the entire episode, I was attentive. I wasn't taking my eyes off the screen or anything. But I was kind of confused with it. I think this was the guy he wrongfully convicted or something like that. I'm not sure. More flirting between Deborah and Anton as he brings her to Tilly, a junkie he used to buy drugs from Freebo, maybe to get a lead, maybe to get directions on where he's going. And yeah, I'm not reading everything from this in my notes here. We're just kind of skimming through the episode, focusing on the important parts or whatever. Yeah, I want these episodes to be the same exact length as the ones where I'm just looking up the Wikipedia article. A third skinny victim is called in, and the homicide department hears from Maria that they will have to share the case with the sheriff's department. We know what that means. Obviously, Ramon Prado is a part of the sheriff's department, and everyone is dreading sharing this case with him. Nobody likes the guy. So yeah, it's kind of going to be interesting moving forward how this kind of unfolds, because it's still an up in the air storyline, what's going to happen with it as time goes on. But at Deborah's request, officers bring in Wendell Owens for questioning. He's a person of interest. He used to work as a doorman for Freebo, so they're just trying to find more and more witnesses. They're trying to find more and more people connected with Freebo and all his crimes, and they're just kind of bringing them in and questioning them. So yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Mic check. Sorry, had to do it. Over the phone, Miguel tells Dexter that Ethan Turner will definitely not be prosecuted for the murder of his second wife. He's like, yeah, Dexter, they're never going to catch this guy. And this is pretty much, maybe Miguel knew it, but this is indirectly influencing Dexter to go kill the dude on a cruise ship. Which we will get to that later. The improving detective skills of Deborah are on display as she connects with Wendell, and this is something kind of important with her character throughout the show. She's kind of improving as a police officer. She's getting more involved with some of the main storylines, and it's great. Obviously, the second she got put on homicide, things changed for her, and her character has just gotten better and better. Deborah asks Dexter how long before he moves out of his apartment, because she wants to move in. She likes the apartment. She was living with him before, stuff like that. Dexter does a little Turner recon, pretending to shop. So he's kind of spying him out. He's at this shop. He's lurking out his prey. But yeah, after being unusually reticent and well-dressed the past few episodes, an emotional Masuka tells Angel Deborah that his feelings have been hurt by the department's lack of interest in his recently published journal article. I know this is super random, we're just bouncing storyline to storyline, but I feel for Masuka. Like, even as an audience, you kind of feel this way. Like, they never really care about this guy. Like, sure, they'll laugh at his jokes and they'll play along with it, but they never really cared about Masuka. And this is him finally, like, stepping up and, like, telling them how he feels, which is great. Deborah returns to her desk to find Wendell missing. So Quinn, like, dismisses him from the office because his mother didn't want him talking to the cops. Like, not a lot of people like talking to the cops, especially if you were once in connection and you're a kid. Like, you could be tried as an adult for this. You're once associated with a criminal mastermind. Angel finds the undercover detective who last week almost busted him for soliciting a prostitute. He wants to, like, take her on a date. She's like, no, you gotta get your fucking life together. Like, you can't be out here calling up prostitutes when you're a sheriff or deputy or sheriff detective. I don't remember what his name is or what his title is. Dexter and Rita have a tiff when he tells her he doesn't want to look for houses. It's kind of like an awkward moment. Like, Dexter is really brash about these. He's like, no, I don't want to look for houses. I mean, yeah, you gotta understand Dexter, but at the same time, like, dude, holy shit. You kind of look like an asshole for doing that, in a way. But, yeah. It is what it is. Dexter's honest, and that's what you want out of a relationship. Especially a long-lasting one. As Dexter is readying his boat to take it out and kill Turner on a cruise, Miguel shows up at the dock, so there's kind of just this awkward moment, because as an audience, you kind of have a feeling that Miguel knows exactly what Dexter's setting out to do. But yeah. Ramon speaks with the department about re-interviewing some of their witnesses. This is when Ramon kind of, like, breaks back in and, like, starts yelling at people, and Masuka showed him up, and this is like a big moment for Masuka's character in this show. Like, this is the first time we really get a dope, savage moment that means something out of Masuka, and the first time Masuka, like, does something. Obviously, he's done plenty of things on the show, but he really does something here for the show, and leaves an impact. Another daydream with Harry has Dexter being compared to Turner in terms of how he will balance his killings and his marriage. And he doesn't want to be compared to Turner, so this kind of, like, motivates him. While looking at a new house with Sylvia, Rita finds herself bleeding and she's taken to the hospital. So, things are going down with Rita. We're not really sure what yet, but yeah. Despite the wishes of Wendell's mother, Deborah drives to his house to unofficially talk to him. Dexter sneaks up on Turner and knocks him out with a needle of M99 to the neck. So obviously he kills him. The porthole of the ship, the windows, he opens them up and throws the body parts out. Meanwhile, back at the hospital, Rita is worried because they can't find Dexter. Like, this is unusual Dexter. He normally isn't this absent. Like, they'd be able to find him in a jiffy, like, if they tried. Deborah shows up at Anton's apartment to tell him about a lead. She has a lead. She's trying to impress him. Dexter returns to the dock, musing about giving up some of his freedom. While helping Dexter tuck in his kids, Miguel tells Dexter that Turner went missing on the cruise ship, and the Coast Reef couldn't find him at Mercy Reef. So he's like, yeah, you fucking did it, Dexter. You did this. Like, this is, like, the big reveal at the end of the episode. This is the big, like, cliffhanger. Like, yeah, you did it. I know you did it. Obviously, he's not gonna, like, report him to the authorities because they're, like, really good friends or whatever, but he knows that, like, yeah, Dexter did this. But yeah, that's all for today. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We have an all-star video coming up next. We're going to be discussing the all-star teams, the Kyrie Irving situation, just short little videos, that sort of thing. So if you like videos like this, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I cover a bunch of TV shows. We're doing Dexter. We're doing The Walking Dead. Eventually Better Call Saul. I'll be back to watching that. I'll finish the show. If you guys want to go look through my catalog, you can go watch the old videos. Maybe I should start playlist. I'm not really sure. But, yeah, we can do that sometime. In the future, we'll probably watch some shows. We watched The Last of Us once a week.